Hello, I'm Gavin Scott, and I'd like to tell you about the new Duncan Forrester novel, The Age of Olympus. Those of you who read the first in the series, The Age of Treachery, will remember that Duncan Forrester was an agent of the Special Operations Executive during World War II, and after a fairly adventurous career there, has returned to Oxford to take up academic life once again as a fellow in ancient history and archaeology. In the first novel, he found himself having to prove that a friend of his was not guilty of murder. And in this second novel, he goes to Crete. And the reason he returns to Crete is that during the war, he helped the famous adventurer Patrick Leigh Fermor kidnap a German general. This was a real episode of World War II, and the real character of Patrick Leigh Fermor appears in the novel. Now, during the escape after that, Forrester hid in a cave while the German troops were after him. And in the cave, he found a Minoan stone covered with inscriptions, which he believes contain the key to understanding Minoan civilization. So he's come there after the war in 1946 with his beautiful Norwegian lover, the Countess Sophie Arnfeldt Larvig, to recover the stone. But when he gets to Greece, he finds that it's on the verge of civil war, with the communists determined to extend Stalin's empire right down to the Mediterranean. In Athens, a famous Greek poet is killed, and when Forrester goes back to Crete to collect the stone, he finds that he's pursued by the vengeful wraith of a World War II enemy. But most of the action takes place on the island of Hydros, which is an island where I put together all my favourite features of the Greek Aegean. It includes those wonderful pine forests with shady, mysterious glades with perhaps a ruined shrine in them, and the feeling that the lost gods of ancient Greece might reappear at any moment. And a Crusader castle with legends of a renegade crusading knight who took artifacts dating all the way back to the age of Exodus. I hope I've created a story that will make you feel as if you're there in Greece before the age of mass tourism, in those pine-scented forests with the blue Aegean stretching away into the distance, and the ever-present possibility of the ancient magic beginning to work once again. And as a special gift to the first 100 people who pre-order the book, either via Amazon or through their local bookstore, and let me know on my website, gavinscott.co, I'd be delighted to send you, free, absolutely free as they say, the e-version of one of my earlier books, The Adventures of Toby Way, which is a rollicking yarn set in the Victorian era about the boy who saved Charles Dickens from the blacking factory and helped George Stephenson start the railway revolution. So whichever of these books you read, I hope you're in touch via gavinscott.co, and I look forward to continuing the conversation. Goodbye.